I promise you, God is my witness. Every time I think I'm done making videos for you guys, the Lord comes through with something else. And he comes through at like the most random times, and he kind of uses that as an example. And he's so strategic. So he gave me another message for you guys this morning, and it's like a warfare message, like a warfare warning. And I'm like, God, I'm gonna wait to put that out because I want to put out the important videos first. Yes, that's important too, but I want to wait until I get additional details on this and stuff. And it just so happened that the message I just recently got was like a good example to attach to that message. So I'm gonna just put both together. And it's a good revelation, but he specifically said something to me. So I'm gonna start off with this. This morning, there's someone on Instagram that I look up to, and I follow her, and I check her stories all the time because she motivates me too, right? So she usually goes to the gym like really early in the morning, and then this morning she's like, guys, I'm late today, but I'm here at the gym, I'm late today. And I responded to her, and I'm like, yeah, but you showed up. That's the most important thing, is like you showed up, right? And she was like, yeah, that's true, right? So I got to the gym late today myself because I got, my trainer was even late too. So we were all late, but we still showed up. And so I'm here working out at the gym, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to do this specific exercise that I don't like. And my trainer knows I don't like it, but that's why he picks this specific routine, because he knows I don't like it, right? And I'm like, let me just get it done. Let me just get it done. And then as I was doing this routine, I literally heard the Lord say in the moment, he's like, how am I supposed to show out if you don't show up? You get what I'm saying? Like, how am I supposed to help you succeed if you don't show up? You showed up, right? So now you're going to succeed. And I was like, wow. And I literally said thank you out loud, and the trainer thought I was talking to him, but I was actually talking to God. I was like, thank you. And then I was like, wow, this is amazing. So I want to say the way God said, how God said it was like, how am I supposed to help you elevate if you don't show up, right? But I'm going to say it this way. How is God supposed to show out in your life if you don't show up? How is he supposed to show out in your life if you don't show up? Okay. And the reason why I said I'm going to attach this to the warfare message I got this morning is because the message I got this morning for the warfare is God was letting me know that these individuals that's been attacking me for a long time, they try to mess with my sleep. So even if I go to bed early, they try to mess with my sleep. They try to keep me up late at night with their voodoo and their spells and their attacks, because they want me to not be able to sleep properly. So when it's the morning time, I'm extremely too tired to get through my day. So now they want me to cancel things. They want me to not get on my day. They want me to wake up late and everything like that, right? And that was one of the messages I was going to put out today, was like, that's what they do. They tend to keep us up late at night and attack us late at night, so then we can't function or focus in the daytime, right? And I was going to talk to you guys about that earlier today. But I'm attaching that to this message because I just want to say this. The person I look up to on Instagram, she was late to go to the gym. I was late to go to the gym. My trainer was late to go to the gym. But guess what? We still all showed up to the gym. Okay? Like, she went to her gym. We went to our gym. So we still showed up to the gym, and we still got our workout done. So I want to just say this to you guys as encouragement. It doesn't matter how late you are doing something. And this also aligns with the message I put out today about, don't worry. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. Don't worry, or something like that. And I talked about restoration and how when things are restored, sometimes you feel like you got to start from the beginning, or you got to get used to doing something again. But the point is, you just got to show up. Because once you actually show up to this particular thing, or whatever it is that God needs you to do, or whatever project you have to do, then you can start becoming consistent. And then the more consistent you are, the more you start elevating, the more you'll start seeing results. But the most important thing is to show up. Okay, God gives us the key. We just have to show up. And with the warfare happening to a lot of us, that's the whole point. The devil wants us to lose sleep at night. The devil wants us to stress. These people that attack us, they want us to stress. They want us to lose sleep because they don't want us to show up to where God needs us to be. Because if we don't show up, how are we going to be consistent if we don't show up? And if we're not consistent, how are you going to see results? How are you going to elevate? It's a domino effect. You get it? It's a domino effect. So no matter how late you are, no matter what happens, just make sure you show up. And this particular thing that I'm thinking of right now aligns with what I said the other day. When I said to you, sometimes, I think it's the video, not don't worry, sorry. It's the video Don't Cry and you need to hear this, or Don't Cry. I know it's the last video I posted on the community post. I tend to forget the titles of my videos sometimes. But I said in this specific video that sometimes you don't know how great you're going to be at something until you're actually doing it. Right? You would never think you're going to be a professional at something until you're actually doing it. And the more you show up and the more consistent you are, it becomes natural. You become used to it, right? So now, no matter how much they keep me up late at night, I still wake up every morning early. Even if I'm late, I still show up to where I have to be, and I still get it done. And at the end of the day, I can smile because I got my tasks done. I still showed up. Even if I feel like I didn't perform well that day and I didn't do as much as I wanted to do, and I'm not confident in whatever, I still showed up and I still did it. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's still progression that is being put towards my elevation, right? And that's what I'm using for an example. So the main important thing that God wants you to do is just to show up so he can elevate you, because the more you show up, the more consistent you can be, the more results you're going to see. No matter what, just show up. So listen, another example is a lot of you guys, you tend to show up to jobs. Like, you may wake up in the morning and show up to jobs that you don't like. Show up to jobs because you have to pay your bill, and these are jobs you don't like, and this is you working for other people. And it's kind of like, a lot of the times, why do we show up for jobs we don't like? Why do we show up to work for other people? But when it comes to our purposes, our passions, our missions, we have a hard time showing up when it comes to our dreams. We have a very hard time showing up when it comes to our dreams. It seems like when it comes to our dreams, we always make up excuses. We're always like, okay, I got to be here mentally before I can start this. I got to be there mentally before I can start this. I got to get this first before I can start this. I got to get that first before I can start it. That's an excuse, and that's you not choosing to show up. If God has not told you to put it on pause and told you to wait, you can't let your fears, and you can't let, because you think you're not ready for something, stop you. Because as I said before, sometimes you don't even know how good you're going to be at something until you actually start doing it and you start progressing at it. And then you're like, wow, I'm surprised at myself, right? So how are you going to know if you don't start it? That's the trick that the devil places in our minds sometimes, is we think we have to wait for something specific, or we got to wait until we're perfect, or we look a certain way, or we feel a certain way to start something. No, just show up. Show up so you can be consistent, so you can get the elevation going, and so you can see progress. Okay, this happens a lot with people who want to start YouTube channels. Steph, I want to start my channel, but I don't have the camera equipment, so I'm just gonna wait till I get it. You don't need a camera equipment. Use your phone. Yeah, but I want to get this. I want to get a laptop. I gotta wait for this. I gotta wait for that. And years pass by, and you're saying the same thing. You're saying the same excuse. You're saying, I gotta wait for this. And when you finally get what you need to start it, you're gonna look for something else as an excuse to not start it. That's how you know. And it doesn't have to just be for YouTube. I'm just using it as an example, but that's how you actually know. Okay, so the Lord wants you to actually show up, because the more you show up, that's effort, and that's consistency. That's still progress that's being put towards your elevation. There's no time and no actions wasted if you actually show up, because it's still going to go towards your elevation. Like I said, it's still going to be you moving up, period. Okay, so just make sure you guys show up. Okay, and remember something, this is what they want. They want to mess with your sleep at night so you don't have the energy to wake up and do nothing. Show up, no matter how tired you are. Even if you're late, don't say, oh, I'm late for this. It doesn't make sense I do this. It doesn't make sense I start writing in my book because I started my day too late, and I still got to do this. I started my day late too. I started my day late today, and I still got up. I still cleaned up the kitchen. I still did all that, and I got to the gym late. My trainer got here late, but we still did it. So it's just mentally, you just got to show up. Show up so God can show out in your life. Okay, I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.